What's up, YouTube? For today's video, we make Mega Charizard wire sweep. Man, that was a mouthful. We're trying to get all the Pokemon done before Sword and Shield comes out. All the Mega Pokemon, that is. And Charizard wire, like everyone's used this Pokemon. It's one of the most popular Mega Pokemon out there right now. Before we get to the video, I just want to say I did a Charmander sweep 6 years ago, if anyone's used your channel, and I did a Charizard sweep a year ago. So if you want to check those Pokemon sweeps out after this video, you can. The only one I haven't done is Charmeleon, which is quite interesting. But yeah, those links are in the description. Check them out after the video if you're interested in that. It's pretty funny to see the commentary and video quality difference. Right, looking at Charizard right real quick, we got Blaze Solar Power for the normal Charizard. I thought about trying to make use of those two abilities, like Blaze, obviously, when you're on a low amount of health there, getting that boost on the Fire-type attacks, and you got Solar Power, which is getting you a boost in the Sun. But I decided against that, and I decided just to Digivolve it right away and get that Drought ability. Now, Drought's very handy, powers up those Fire-type moves very nicely, and also powers down the Water-type moves that are super effective against you. Looking at its stats, we've got a nice special attack stat, a nice speed stat. Instantly, when it Mega Evolves, it actually doesn't get any faster, which is a little bit disappointing, I guess, but it's, look at its special attack, that gets a mega buff. Now, I did decide on thinking to go for something like, you know, like a cheesy Fire Spin or Moveset at +6, but I actually went against that and I tried to go for something a little bit different on the physical side, just a little clue into what I'll be doing. Now, today's video, I actually got 2 Pokemon sweeps. Usually I stop after getting one. I thought, you know, that's good enough for the video, but I got this one really fast. The strategy was actually fairly solid. I mean, it did have, obviously it had a counters, but I did manage to get 2, you know, fairly quickly. So if you enjoy me putting like more than one Pokemon sweep in there, please give me some feedback in the comments section. As usual, guys, I really appreciate a like on the video, and if you haven't liked it yet, I'm going to give you a dang good reason to. Alright, let's get into this. We got a naughty shiny Victini to start this off. I've got the Surskit here. Pretty much, I just want to put a little bit of sticky web support in, and Charizard is going to be the bulk of the work. Now, with this set, I really would appreciate like a swap, especially from the opponent, or maybe they're putting them to sleep. That's how I'm going to be doing this one. So we got the Victini going for the V correct, guys. Victini, man, I just come up with these new forms all the time. Let's get that in the comment section like real quick. All right, so setting up that my Spidey sense was tingling there, people. So I set up that sticky web. Now the thing about this is Victini is quite a fast Pokemon, but it has used V create, so that's going to like drop its speed, which is like really nice. So Spidey sense is going to go down there, and I can swap in my Slurpuff now. Now the whole deal with this Slurpuff, right, was to actually use the move Yawn. That's it. I just wanted to use the move Yawn. Now, what Yawn does, it doesn't put the opponent to sleep, like, right away. Basically, it's like, you know, you yawn, right, IRL, and then, like, you know, the turn after you're falling asleep. So we're going to get hit by Inferno Overdrive coming from the V-Create there. But Victini basically has to have a choice of, you know, falling asleep the next turn after attacking me, or swapping out and allowing a free setup. Basically, I need a free setup for this, you know, this strategy to work, or like a very good type matchup. And yeah, that's pretty much what it was. So Slurpuff's obviously going to go to that one, down to that one. I wasn't running like much bulk in this one at all, and I hope you guys enjoyed the Charizard wire sweep. Wow, that was crazy, guys. Let's get on to the second Charizard Y sweep. That first one was very, very close there. We had the Toxapex living on. Of course, it lived on 1 health, and I almost went down to the skull because the sun was off the field. That was a very, very close live there. Probably the closest part in that battle. Right, so same thing as last time. We're going to lead with our Spidey set. Now, the good thing about this, I'm able to actually outspeed and get a sticky web up. I do have Focus Sash anyway, regardless, so usually most of the time I can get that up. So we're going to sell a Steel Elite here, which is actually pretty good because I should be able to swap in my Charizard and at least get maybe a Belly Drum up. You know, Celesteela usually doesn't have much stuff to hit Charizard with, or that's what I was banking on. So I really didn't have much to actually do against this thing. I had Toxic on this as well, and I had Haze. Also, we'll have my full Movesets and set up for my setup Pokemon at the end too, if you want to see them. Alright, so Spidey senses down. Now, I thought this would be a good opportunity to send in my Slurpuff there. Unfortunately for me, it does get a special defense boost, but that's really not too bad. It's not like it's getting like an attack boost or anything like that. So into Slurp, I can easily outspeed here and easily go for the Yawn. Celesteela will have to make a decision next turn when my Charizard comes in, but that's pretty much it. Yawn is a very, very good move to cause a swap to, so say if you need a Pokemon to get like a Belly Drum up, a Sword Dance, a Tail Glow, something like that, if you got a Yawn Pokemon, there's always a nice chance of it working. Alright people, enjoy the sweep of Charizard Y number 2. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed both those battles. Let's go over my quick team build here. So we had the Surskit, Sticky Web, Protect, Haze, and Toxic. The Slurpuff, Sticky Web, Yawn, Gastro, Acid, and Subdue. I had Sticky Web on both just in case one didn't set it up right. Gastro Acid was actually pretty handy too, like nullifying abilities and stuff like that. We had Charizard Y, Belly Drum, Flame Charge, Wing Attack, and Steel Weak, Max Attack, and Max Speed. I actually ran Adamant Nature on this one because I did have Web support, and Flame Charge actually gave me a +1 in speed anyway, so I could get like the most power out of that Belly Drum. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this build, man. Both the battles. The first one, the very, very close Toxapex live. Like, the Toxapex just lived, and then I just lived the Scald. The second battle we had, the Heat ran. Obviously, didn't have much to hit me with. Had a Lava Plume. Hit me fairly hard in the sun, considering. And then we had the Garchomp, just with Ruskin, almost taking me out. They were probably the two clutchest moments in both of those battles. Man, this was probably, like, comparing to some of my other Pokemon, so this was probably a little bit easier. I had some nice setup there with Belly Drum, and Charizard's attack isn't actually too bad either, so that allowed me to get some pretty good, quality sweeps in this one. I actually chose Flame Charge, Wing Attack, and Steel Wind because they were like the weakest physical moves that I had, so I thought that would actually present some sort of a challenge there. I could have done like a +6 like Ember or something like that, but I thought this would be a little bit more interesting and bring something new to the table with Charizard Y. Anyway, people, I hope you enjoyed both these sweeps. I did a Mega Heracross sweep earlier on, so if you haven't checked that one out, that should be on my channel. Make sure to check out the Charmander and the other normal Charizard sweep. Links are in the description of the video. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out.